Traveling outside of the country can be quite the intimidating process with different currencies, conversion rates, and foreign transaction fees. All of these additional fees can begin to really add up. And for this purpose, I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And in this video, we're going to talk about why this is the only credit card that I use when traveling abroad, as well as some tips and tricks to avoid all conversion rates when using a credit card. Now, if you enjoy content such as this, guys, feel free to smash that subscribe button as I release credit card content on a weekly basis. And I would love for you guys to come along this YouTube journey with me. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is arguably one of the most important credit cards in my wallet, coming with a $95 annual fee, but it allows me to combine all of my Chase Ultimate Reward points and transfer them out for tangible travel benefits. This credit card also comes with a 5x back on car rentals when booked in the Chase travel portal, 2x on all other associated travel purchases, 3x back on dining, as well as some multipliers for online groceries. But I would say the dining and travel multipliers are the most essential when traveling abroad. The most important aspect of the Chase Sapphire Preferred is that it comes with no associated foreign transaction fees. This means that we get to bypass the customary 2 to 3% foreign transaction fee when making purchases abroad, and we get to accumulate Chase Ultimate Reward points. I do have other credit cards that do waive foreign transaction fees, such as my American Express Gold Card. But as we know, American Express is not widely accepted abroad. And I tested this theory out 3 separate times in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, at both merchants as well as restaurants, and it was denied each and every time. Now that we understand the basis level of the Chase Sapphire Preferred, let's get down to the nitty gritty on why this is my dedicated travel credit card, aside from it waiving that foreign transaction fee. And the first being dining. If you're like me, whenever I travel abroad, I love to experience new cultures through dining. Whether it's at the street level, all the way up to the high class level and everything in between, the Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to cover us for all expenses in this category. As we know, it's going to waive the foreign transaction fee. It's a Visa credit card, so it's widely accepted, and it's going to secure us that 3x back on dining. I would love to use my American Express while I'm at these higher restaurants to capture that 4x back on dining, but as we know, it's not widely expected abroad. While I was in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, guys, I experienced a wide array of restaurants, my favorite being a restaurant called Casa del Mar. I'll throw a couple screenshots here on the screen, as well as show you the tab to show you the 3x multiplier that I secured. But it was a 10 out of 10 experience with beachfront views, amazing service, as well as 10 out of 10 food options. If you're ever in the area, I would highly recommend that you check them out. Moving on to the second and arguably one of the most important aspects of this credit card is that the Chase Sapphire Preferred comes with primary rental car coverage. This card is also going to get you 5% back in Chase Ultimate Reward points when you book a rental car through the Chase travel portal. But we're going to focus on the rental car coverage because to have primary coverage on a $95 annual fee credit card, guys, is pretty insane. These credit cards with higher premium price tags like the Venture X come with primary coverage, and we are getting this solely with a $95 annual fee. If you're unaware, the differences between primary and secondary car insurance is astronomical, and primary car insurance is most notable for allowing you to file claim without needing to go through your personal car insurance, meaning that you avoid things such as deductibles, as well as raising to your insurance premium. Secondary car insurance, unfortunately, does not offer this, and usually means that you have to go through other insurance routes, and secondary will cover the difference, meaning that you're going to have to deal with insurance companies, which I don't know if you're similar to me, but I hate runarounds from insurance companies as well as dealing with issues such as that. So having primary car insurance on a $95 annual fee credit card, to me, especially while traveling, is huge. If there's only one thing you're going to take from me in this entire video, guys, is use your Chase Sapphire Preferred when renting your rental car. You're never going to go wrong with having primary insurance on your rental car. Since this is a travel abroad related video, I wanted to include my biggest tip when paying with a credit card abroad, and that is to avoid dynamic currency conversion. So dynamic currency conversion is triggered whenever you attempt to use your credit card at either a vendor, a restaurant, whatever it may be, and attempt to pay in USD with your credit card. What this is going to do is, if, for my example, with my Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase is then going to have to pay that vendor in pesos, and they're going to convert USD to pesos. Now, again, banks are not your friend, guys. They're going to give you the most horrendous conversion rate because they need to make money off of the conversion as well. So, one way to avoid this is to always tell vendors, please run this in the currency of wherever you are. So, for my example, I was in Mexico. Every vendor I was at, I told them, please run this purchase as pesos. This bypasses the dynamic currency conversion and gets you that best rate, regardless if your credit card waives foreign transaction fees or not. If your credit card does not waive foreign transaction fees, this is an additional fee you're going to incur. So, rule of thumb is number one, to always pay in the currency of wherever you are, whether it's euros, pesos, whatever it may be, pay in that currency. You will save yourself a lot of money and conversion rate. Number two, bring cash. You'll avoid any of these issues if you pay in cash or convert your money at a favorable level into the currency of choice and pay in that. You will be able to avoid any foreign transaction fees, any dynamic conversion rates, or any additional expense other than what you are paying the vendor. So never incur dynamic currency conversion, as banks are not your friend, guys. Do not make this mistakes. I've seen articles talking about horror stories with humongous purchases abroad, and the bank charges them upwards of 8 to 12% in converting their cash. Don't do this. Moving on to the final reason why this is my dedicated travel abroad credit card, and it's that the Chase Sapphire Preferred has a 2x multiplier on travel. Now, if you're like me when traveling abroad, you love to do excursion and experience new things. And this time in Mexico was no different. I booked an excursion riding camels along the beach, and I also booked a catamaran ride to the arch and along the coastline. Both of these were amazing, and what made it even better was avoiding foreign transaction fees, as well as capturing that 2x back on travel. And this same provider was able to offer us to and from transport to the airport from our resort, because Ubers in Mexico, if you're unaware, are a little difficult because they're not allowed to pick you up directly in your resort. So to bypass this, we just booked a private transport service to and from the airport and gathering a 2x multiplier on all of these expenses listed. Well, guys, that is why the Chase Sapphire Preferred is my dedicated travel abroad credit card, because it makes traveling simple. In one credit card, I'm getting dining, travel expenses, rental car coverage, as well as rental car rentals, all in one credit card. And the icing on the cake is that all of these expenses are going to earn me Chase Ultimate Reward points, which, if you're a Chase loyalist like myself, this is huge for those World of Hyatt stays or many of the other Chase transfer partners. Now, again, this is not the only travel credit card on the market. It's just personally what's working for me at this current time. Now, if you enjoyed the video, guys, feel free to smash that subscribe button as it directly supports my channel. And if you want other Chase-related ecosystem videos, check out these two videos I have for you right here.